Well, hello there, and welcome to my seven-part series of seven reasons why you've been denied for a business loan. Now, my name is Steve Granados, but my friends call me Stevie G, and there's two things that I do. I'm a podcaster of the Get Money podcast where I interview true small business owners on how they are successful and how they can give my audience key instructions on how to take their business to the next level. But most importantly, I'm a corporate lender and CEO of Next Venture Financing, where I help my clients attain loans for their business so they can expand, renovate, buy equipment, whatever the case, and we make it easy to apply for financing by going to nextventurefinancing.com. Now, I'm from the DC area, but now live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and have been married since 2003. No kids, one cat, and my favorite pastime is paddle surfing. But enough about me. Why are you here? Maybe it's because you've been denied from a bank. Maybe it's because you want to make it a lot easier for yourself the next time you apply for financing. But whatever the case may be, this series will help you have a better chance of getting approved for financing the next time you apply. Now, like I said before, this is a seven-part series. And the reason why that is because I don't want you to have to sit through a long webinar. I believe in taking things step by step. So once you have completed one part of the series, implement it right away if needed, and then move on to the next part. So let's get started. Now, this is a typical application you'll see. So whether you are applying for credit lines, loans, advances, collateral-based financing, and so on, it's important to know that the information you put on an application will determine whether you get approved or denied. So by the end of this, you will know how to put accurate information to not only better your chances for approval, but to entice lenders to give you money. Now we're going to be dissecting the most important parts of this application. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is company name. Now here you'll see one of the most creative and interesting company name that I've ever seen. Tequila Mockingbird. Now they're telling their customers exactly what they do. Of course, they serve tequilas and they are a Latin bar. They're also a restaurant. But just to give you a tip here, it may not be wise to call your company name exactly what you do or letting your customers know exactly what you do after your company name. And so let's talk a little bit about that. So when you are choosing a name, try to choose a basic loose version of a name that doesn't peg you into a certain industry. Now, look, there is a lot of lenders out there that actually restrict certain industries. And actually, to be honest, all lending has industry restrictions. There is no product out there that I've ever seen that doesn't restrict certain industries. They'll say that they won't help one type of industry, while others will say they will help that type of industry. So sometimes just because your name reflects the industry that you're in, it could get you denied. So when it comes to financing, if you're just choosing a company name, try to choose something very general because the more specific you get, even though customers may know exactly what you do, just keep in mind that it does sometimes make it harder to actually get money. And I'll give you a perfect example. So my old company name used to be called Firm Credit Solutions. Now that gave me a lot of problems when I was trying to apply for money because they always thought that I did credit repair. Now I was far from that. I built business credit. I did not do credit repair, but just because the word credit was in it, that gave me a lot of problems. So what did that mean? Did that mean that I would change my name? Absolutely. So I changed my name to, of course, as you see, Next Venture Financing. So it's just something to think about and to be conscious of that when your name reflects your industry, it sometimes creates problems, especially if that industry is on a restricted industry list. Now, there are a lot of industries that fall under these restricted lists. So, your name can allude to an industry that you are a part of, or maybe you're not a part of, and it can affect your ability to get approved. So, these are the kind of problems that you could have just by your name reflecting the type of industry that you're in. Trust me, I can definitely give you feedback on that from personal experience. So, general consulting type names work best because nobody will deny you. And also, any other industry specific name very well might restrict your ability to get money with some lending sources and credit issuers. So, for example, Firm Consulting Solutions or maybe even Firm Business Solutions That even sounds a lot better than Firm Credit Solutions, as nobody would give me money based on that name. So, what we do is we advise our clients all the time to make sure that they are having a more general name. Now, I'm not saying that you need to rename your company. That's not necessary, but I'm just saying that you should think about the repercussions a name could have when you're applying for business financing. This is why we dissect an application so you know what they're looking for and why they're looking for it. Now, the more general your name, the better your chances of getting money and credit to your business for your business. And lastly, make sure that your company name is consistent with all documents, licenses, state registration forms, bank statements. Now, the reason why I say this is because when you're applying for financing, lenders are going to be looking for these types of things. And if they're searching it on their own and they don't find your name, then they're just going to deny you. I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, I go and register my name as Next Venture Financing LLC, but then I go to my bank and open up a business bank account, and then I call it Next Venture. And let's say on my licenses, it's also called, or it's called differently, Venture Financing, and it's all over the place. You don't look like a legitimate business, so you will get denied. Well, guys, this ends part one of our series. Always remember that if you have any questions at all, you can always contact me or you can visit nextventurefinancing.com to apply to thousands of lenders. Also, if you want to learn strategies for your business, go to iTunes and search for Get Money Podcast with Stevie G. So, again, thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.